Now from SunTrust Park, we're just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. It's the penultimate game of the year between the Cincinnati Reds and the Atlanta Braves. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the leaders coming to the plate now, Jackie Ramirez. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we are underway from SunTrust Park as the first pitch of the afternoon misses, taken for ball one. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball. Of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. One thing you don't want to do is keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
And it's 1-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
So he got him swinging. Gustavo Gonzalez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Lays off 1-0. And we're just underway from SunTrust Park. A ball and a strike. Ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is leading off the inning, Adam Duvall, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Adam Duvall.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Behind 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And that brings up Scott Schebler, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And a high strike there, 0-1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that step. In for the Braves, Jason Campbell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Just a tick behind for a strike. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is gonna... clear the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. 38th home run of the season for him, as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
In now for the Reds, Devin Mesoraco. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. The other way out toward right field. Freeman over to his left. One down. So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. Digging in the switch hitter, Luke Castilla. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And no call on the screwball there, so the count moves to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Gets him looking, strike three. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. No balls and one strike. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stewart is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Stepping up to the plate, Jackie Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gustavo Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, and it's 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. The pitcher, Jason Gamble, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Late that time for a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to deep center here is second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going...
Ready for another chance? Adam Duvall. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, Dero, you hit it. It's been the story of 2 really good pitchers, 2 power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Adam Duvall becomes the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Scott Schebler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. First pitch on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game in the inning. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in, and he'll lead things off in the Cincinnati 6th. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Stewart going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luke Castilla. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. And now our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Now the 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And very little resistance there as he's retired on a half-hearted swing, and there are 2 away.
Your attention, please. And hitting for the Reds, number 17, Yonder Alonso.
Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-2 to Alonso.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning here. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Atlanta leads it 6-0. Jason Gamble will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. From the stretch, runner goes. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Jackie Ramirez. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Digging in once again, Gustavo Gonzalez. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
In there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a master. Digging in and looking for more, Jason Gamble. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases.
Attaboy, you're scoring. You're scoring.
One run scores. Here's a second runner around third. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Walter Stewart. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Ender Inciarte.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. To second for one, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the one.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Duvall. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Fouled off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. And that brings up Scott Scheffler. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be. Count is
1-2 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. The 1-0. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Ready now for Cincinnati, Luke Castilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Bases are empty, one man out. And he takes a cold strike one. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Strike three. 19 strikeouts for him now.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The Reds down to their last strike. And a fly ball, and this should do it. Inciarte is there, makes the catch, and he's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. Our paid attendance at SunTrust Park this afternoon, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.